Today I'm going to be looking at a Bible entry out of Acts chapter 12, and I'm kind of focusing mainly on verse 15. So basically what's happened is that Peter was in jail and the people of God, or the church, were praying for him to be taken out of jail, and then he was let out of jail and he came and knocked on the door of where everyone was praying, and they were so shocked and in denial that they thought that the person who answered the door was crazy, rather than just being like, whoa, God answered our prayer. So I'm doing a journal entry on expectancy, expecting God to answer. I'm just starting with simple block lettering. I went a bit close at the end of the word because again my spacing wasn't great. So why I'm going backwards with the shadow is just to make sure there was enough room to actually do a shadow in the end letters since they were so close together. So that's why I decided to go backwards. So above expectancy I'm going to write pray. What I'm actually writing all together is do you pray with expectancy? That's the first part. But I'm just putting in the words that I want to stand out first, so that's why I've done pray and then expectancy. I'm using the fake calligraphy technique for the pray, so I'm going back on all the downstroke and thickening it up. For a variation, what I'm going to do this time is colour in all of that thickened up part apart from the last little bit of it. I'm going to leave it white, and then I'm going to add little dots to it, and that will just give it another kind of fancy look to it. This really stood out to me because sometimes when we pray for things, it's like we're just saying words and we are praying to God, but we are truly, if we think about it, not actually expecting Him to show up and answer us, whether that's because we truly don't believe He's bigger than our circumstances or what, but the people of God in this case were like that. They were praying for Peter to get out of prison, but they really didn't expect him to get out of prison. If they did, then they wouldn't have made a comment like, oh, that can't be him, it must be his spirit. Because if they were expecting God to answer, then they would have gone out when they heard expectingly, saying, yay, God's answered our prayers. So I'm going to write shocked next, but I'm going to use the same fake calligraphy technique as with the word pray, and I'm also going to leave the last parts of each letter white and put little dots in it. So the same exact technique that I've used with the word pray. So as Christians, obviously we wouldn't want to admit that we don't expect God to answer our prayers. And if someone asked us, we'd probably say, no, yeah, we know God answers prayers and we know He will answer. But then in reality, when we ask for things, especially big things, or things that we perceive as being big, we don't actually prepare like He is going to answer them. For example, I remember the film Faith Like Potatoes, and remember how they were saying that you need to actually prepare for the rain. If you believe that the rain's going to come, you can't just, oh yes, pray and believe. You need to actually show your belief by going out and preparing for that rain, or preparing for whatever you believe that you're going to receive. So to finish off my entry, I'm going to do some doodle drawings around the words, because my entry is mainly just writing. So I'm going to draw some doodle drawings to liven it up a little bit. So I'm just going to do simple things. This is a little tulip, so just a very simple tulip with a leaf. I'm going to do some leaves, squiggly leaves, just going all the way around like a kind of squiggly cloud to make a leaf. I'm going to also do some other types of leaves, some other types of flowers, some spirals, I guess you'd call them, and little love hearts. And so I'm going to just do these all in the spaces, as well as some dots, and it's all just to kind of liven up the entry, otherwise it's just going to be text. And then lastly, I'm just going to put some watercolour onto the page. So yeah, all the little doodles that I am doing on this, the leaves and the little flowers, they're very, very simple and anyone can do them, but they just add a little bit of fanciness, I guess, or they brighten up the entry a little bit, so you can have a better look at them at the end when I show you my end product. If at any time you would like to subscribe to my channel, there's a little circle logo at the bottom of all my videos, and if you just click on that, it'll take you to the link. So now all I'm doing is I'm adding colour to all the little doodle elements on my page. Blues are I really like using blues for leaves. I know normal leaves aren't really blue, but blues, purples, they're actually really cool colours to do your leaves in. Well, I think they are anyway. Now you don't have to colour in everything. You could just stop after colouring in all the elements like this and keep it like this, but I decided I wanted to colour in the background as well, so I'm just going to put a yellowy greeny colour down for the whole of the background. But it was quite nice when only the little embellishments were coloured in as well. So that's my entry. It's pretty basic today, but I quite like the end result. Comment below if you give this style entry a go, and thanks for watching.